Hello everyone! My name is ExxotikGaming and welcome back to another Pixel Gun 3D video. As you all can recall, a couple of days ago, the most recent 12.6.0 update came out, and in that update, they released a couple of new weapons. One of those weapons is something a lot of people have been thinking about getting, and a lot of people have wanted me to review it. So, here we are, finally doing another weapon review. This weapon is called the Bomber Slinger, or what I would like to call just the regular Slingshot in Pixel Gun 3D, because it is the first Slingshot in this game, and honestly, one of the first Slingshots I've ever used in any first-person shooter ever. It's very unique. It's very cool. I hope you guys are excited for this video. If you guys are, make sure to leave a like down below. And I just want to say this. I looked at the comment sections of one of my past videos and I saw somebody commenting that they got 4 times better luck when they liked that video on the super chest. So try it out on this one. Leave a like on the video and see if you get better luck with the super chest. But with that being said, let's get into this. We're going to go open up the armory and look at the heavy section right here. This is the Bomber Slinger standing in all of its glory here. This weapon is really, really cool. And I've got to say, for its simplicity, this weapon is one of the coolest looking heavy weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. It basically shoots out a grenade that performs very similarly to the grenades that the bomber, or not the Bomber Slinger, but the toy bomber shoots out. And then this weapon has a looping shot, area damage, 82 firing rates, which is very high for a weapon like this, in my personal opinion. And then they say it has a 1 capacity, but it doesn't really have a 1 capacity. It has a 25 capacity, and they just kind of screwed that up as usual. Anyways, with that being said, we're going to go jump into a match here on Silent School and absolutely devastate everybody with this weapon. The greatest thing about this weapon is it actually requires skill, unlike most of the other weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, unlike the Laser Bouncer, which is a one-shot kill weapon, unlike the Ghost Lantern, which is another one-shot kill weapon, unlike most of the other ridiculously powerful, overpowered one-shot kill weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. This thing can come out on top, and it actually requires skill, which is the greatest thing ever. This thing is a 3-shot kill to a max armored player, although a lot of the times you will encounter somebody that already has some damage dealt to them, and because of that, it's not going to actually be a 3-shot kill, but it might be a 2-shot or a 1-shot. But as you all can see, very powerful weapon that is going to just devastate people left and right in the matches that you go into. You can get a lot of kills in a very short amount of time in the hallway here in Silent School. So many kills, it's actually kind of ridiculous. I mean, the amount of kills I've gotten at certain points when I've used this weapon in Silent School, most notably, like literally like 2 seconds right before I recorded this video, I got like a multi-kill in such a short amount of time. I thought I had honestly gotten everybody with 1 explosion. They were all standing right there, and I just got like 4 people in such a short amount of time. It was really, really cool, but that's kind of what you can expect with this Bomber Slinger here. I mean, you guys can see I have no problem at all getting kill after kill after kill with this thing, and I mean, you can even get people right out of the sky with this thing. I mean, that's kind of what you would expect. It's a freaking slingshot. You got to be able to slingshot people out of the sky, and that's what I just did right there. Got an amazing sky kill on that guy. Now, it didn't register as a kill for some reason, and that's just Pixel Gun kind of glitching up. There's some lag going on, so I did kill that guy, but there we go. That was a perfect example of how awesome this weapon actually is. Like I said, greatest thing about this weapon is it actually requires skill, and it's fun to use. So I know Pixel Gun 3D players want to have fun when they play this game, so why would you not buy this weapon if you didn't want to have, if you did want to have fun? If you didn't want to have fun, I can see why you wouldn't want this weapon. It makes sense. I get it. I understand you want to have a boring Pixel Gun 3D experience. But with this weapon, it's a lot of fun, and I guarantee you, you will enjoy yourself when you use this weapon. It's just the greatest time in the world. You can get these 3-shot area damage kills that are really, it's just neat because it's a freaking slingshot, guys. I can't get over it. I didn't think they would release a slingshot in this game, but they've done it, and they actually incorporated it very well in this game. The only thing I think they would have changed, or that I would have changed if I was the developers, is I would have made this thing have a slower firing rate, but make it a 2-shot kill. I think that would have been a little bit better, and it most likely would have made this weapon a little bit more realistic to what a regular slingshot would be. But then again, it's a slingshot for grenades, so can you really say this thing is realistic? It's definitely not, but am I really complaining? No, I'm definitely not complaining. I'm able to get a lot of kills with this thing left and right, and that's really the most important thing. I've gotten a heck of a lot of kills so far here in Silent School, and I mean, really, this is one of the best maps for this weapon. You want to take this thing in the Silent School, Pool Party, Stadium is another good one that just got released in this most recent updates. You can use this thing in that map and get a heck of a lot of kills in a very short amount of time. Now, another thing to note is that looping shot ability. If you do use this weapon down long distances, you have to take into account that it has that looping shot ability. With that looping shot, if I was to shoot at a doorway all the way across the map, that grenade is not going to reach the doorway. I have to angle my shot upwards, and that way I can actually have it make the doorway. Basically, as you can see, I'm aiming at the ceiling, and that way I can actually kill people with my grenades because it has a looping shot, and it's something that is definitely going to take a little bit of time to get used to. But as you all can see, I still got 10 kills. I basically went up against a bunch of people that use ridiculously overpowered one-shot kill weapons, and I still managed to get 10 kills in this match. So, I mean, you don't have to have a one-shot kill weapon in Pixel Gun 3D to do well. I've basically denied that with this video. Anyways, we're going to go jump into not a North Pole match, a Coliseum match, and I'm going to show you guys, again, in another close-ranged map, how good this weapon actually performs. So here we go, jumping into Coliseum. This is actually a full match, or basically full match. Here's a mech. It stands no chance against my mighty little bomber slinger here. Instantaneous death to this guy. I mean, at least to the mech. The guy didn't die, but you guys got the idea. There's the death to the guy that was using the mech. But I mean, it actually has a pretty big area damage blast when you use this weapon. I've noticed that. The grenade doesn't actually even need to directly hit an enemy player to kill them. You don't really need to have it directly hit them. It can kind of go near them, and then that blast will end up going off. It's, again, it kind of goes based off of radius. If the grenade gets close enough to an enemy player, it's going to go off, and it's going to hit that enemy player. And that's really cool. It's a neat little feature, and it makes this weapon a very destructive little grenade launcher in Pixel Gun 3D. I don't know. I definitely would recommend getting this thing. I cannot stress enough how awesome this weapon actually is. And I mean, as you guys can see here in Coliseum, I'm just getting kill after kill after kill. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I'd be getting so many more kills if these stupid pets weren't in the way, but that is just one of the things that does kind of get in the way. But then again, that kind of gets in the way with everybody when they play Pixel Gun 3D, so everybody's kind of in the same boats. But I mean, it's a lot of fun. It looks really cool. It performs really well. And I mean, there really aren't any downsides to this weapon here. I mean, for a 3-shot kill area damage weapon, you can get really, really good gameplay, better than I honestly would think with other 3-shot kill area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. I mean, I don't really know other ones that are 3-shot kill right off the bat, but I've got to say, if you were to compare this one with those ones, with this weapon having as fast of a firing rate as it does, it really performs well, and you can almost compare this weapon to some of the one-shot kill area damage weapons and still do really, really well. Now, of course, you will have weapons that are better than this. The Ghost Lantern is one of those ones that is better, but then again, the Ghost Lantern is not fun to use at all, and it also requires absolutely no skill to use at all. So here's the trade-off. You can use a weapon that's more powerful, like the Ghost Lantern, but not be a respected Pixel Gun player, or you can be actually a pro and use this one. Do you want to be a noob, or do you want to be a pro? That's really the honest question. If you're a noob, you use the Ghost Lantern. If you're a pro, you use this weapon. So, I'm just saying, I can't force you to buy any weapon, but I would say get this weapon well before you get the Ghost Lantern, because you're going to show your true skill when you kill people with this weapon. So, we're about to finish off with this Coliseum match right here, and I honestly don't really have many other things I need to say about this weapon, but I will continue saying just a couple of other things here. If I was to compare this with some of the other grenade launcher weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, if you were to compare this with like the Firestorm, I'd say this weapon is probably more powerful than that. Compared to the Toy Bomber, it's probably pretty comparable to that one. Compared to the Kaboom, I'd say, wow, every single person left in this match. That's a little unfortunate. Compared to the Kaboom, I'd say probably this weapon is a little bit more powerful, but yeah, it's probably pretty comparable to the Toy Bomber in terms of its power. It's probably up there in the top 10 powerful premium weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. So, I mean, if you are looking for a very powerful one, you don't have to look any further. You got one right here. It is a very formidable weapon that is going to get you a heck of a lot of kills. And, I mean, look at this, left and right. Instantaneous kills. I've gotten like 3 kills so far. None of them have actually registered, but I've gotten like 3 or 4 kills instantaneously when using this weapon. Here's one thing that it's kind of unrelated to this weapon here. It's something that I have noticed since so many new weapons have so many powerful blasts and stuff like that have been added in. A lot of times kills aren't being registered anymore, so if the Pixel Gun company is watching this, I think they should definitely kind of fix that and make it so it has a little bit faster registering times, so people don't end up, you know, just killing people honestly and then have it not register as a kill, because it kind of gets a little annoying at that point. You clearly get a kill and then it doesn't register as it, and you're just like, okay, that's a kill gone. That's just a complete waste of time. So, I don't know. It's definitely a little annoying at times, but it's not really a end of the world situation. I mean, as you guys can see, Silent School, Coliseum, they are really the maps to go into. You can use this weapon in medium range if you really want to give yourself a challenge. I actually might even do that myself, to be honest. I think it would be kind of cool. I might take this weapon into Paradise Resort and see just how far away from people I can get before I actually kill them. And it could be pretty cool, I definitely would think. Maybe something you guys would like to go try out. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is definitely something that I might do, honestly, right after I kind of finish this video. After I'm editing it and I remember what I'm saying right now, I think I probably will actually do that, and I think it's going to be really cool. So, in all honesty, I don't really have much else I need to say about this weapon. For a heavy weapon, if I was to compare this weapon with other ones, it's probably within the top 10, maybe even the top, like, 7. If I was to rate this weapon, wow, look at that shot, that was freaking awesome. If I was to rate this weapon between 1 and 10, I'd give this weapon probably a solid 8. Maybe, something like that. I'd give this weapon an 8 to an 8.5, and it's a very solid weapon, and it's going to give you a lot of kills regardless, so you can expect very good gameplay when you use this weapon. I don't know, maybe after I use this weapon a little bit more, it's definitely one of those weapons that does have a learning curve. You're not going to instantaneously do super well with this if you haven't had any experience with other looping shot weapons in the past, but it does perform just like the other looping shot weapons, so if you have used weapons like the Bastion or the Pumpkin Thrower or other weapons that have a looping shot ability, it's going to perform very similar to those weapons, and you will do pretty well against them. So, yeah, I mean, a great weapon, fantastic. It's really one of those pro weapons in the heavy section. It's kind of hard to come by now in the heavy section, finding weapons that actually require a bit of skill, but this is one of the few that does, and that's why I highly recommend you guys to get this weapon. I know everybody watching this wants to become the ultimate Pixel Gun 3D player, and quite simply, that's not going to happen if you use the Ghost Lantern. If you use this weapon, however, you will become the ultimate Pixel Gun 3D player, and I can say that with confidence. Anyways, with that being said, that's basically it, guys. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. I did just recently post another video on Modern Combat Versus. I don't know if that was right before this one, because I am pre-recording this video like 1 or 2 days before it is uploaded, but that is a video that I just recently uploaded, and I think that's something you guys would really enjoy. It's a brand new mobile first-person shooter, and it's freaking awesome. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the game Overwatch or play that game, or if you play Minecraft, or if you play Rust or PUBG, or basically like a bunch of other games, but if you play any of the games that I mentioned right there, then you might want to go check out my Fortnite gameplay that I just recently posted. I'm actually out of ammo, just realized that. I've been talking so much, I kind of completely forgot I was out of ammo, but check out my Fortnite gameplay and you guys can see a really, really cool game that incorporates a lot of those other games together to a fantastic 100-player multiplayer shooter, and it's just freaking awesome. I highly recommend checking that out. I have a lot of other videos posted to my channel, and if you are new to the channel, I highly recommend checking out some of the other videos I have posted. I have a lot of other Pixel Gun 3D videos, but also a lot of other series that a lot of people seem to enjoy, and if you guys did enjoy this one, I'd appreciate it if you left a like down below. Comment down below which weapon you want to see me review next. I might do the primary weapon as the next review, but it's really all up to you guys, so just let me know down below, and I'll do that based off of your guys' request. So, yeah, with that being said, that's basically it. I only have 56 seconds remaining here, but I'm not going to really wait till the end here. I'm just going to finish it off there. Got a heck of a lot of kills in this video. Epic kills, I might add, and there we go. So, yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.